to be the easement that comes in with the driveway. It will come in to this portion here. So where you see the tall grass, this tall row of trees will end up coming down, but you can kind of see that the trees help mark some of the property line. The wooded patch over here is also part of the site, and then this vacant piece here. So this tree line on the edge over here is the property line. So up on the hill is Walnut Street. So that is the front face of the building. On the side of the property where I'm standing right now, faces toward the downtown district. So that's where the back parking lot will essentially be where I'm standing right now. So there is.
Can you walk through to where the other street is?
Absolutely. So because there's a pretty solid
you're on
grade.
4th Street right now.
Yeah, 4th Street is there's houses between our site and 4th Street. So that's what this tree line kind of shows. Oops, I just lost my necklace. All right.
Did you lose your shoe?
No, my necklace just fell off. But I got it.
When that happens.
I know, right? So there's a pretty solid grade to the site. So that's why the building will be a 2-story on the Walnut Street side, and then 3-story on the other side. So this is Walnut Street.
Okay, can you hold the camera straight up and down? Because it's tilted.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so that's the picture that I need right there.
Awesome.
So I'm going to take a picture of the screen. And can you try turning the camera the phone sideways?
Sure.
Oh, that's really good. And then can you back up a little bit so you can get the curb and gutter, or what's there?
Right here?
Yeah, that's good. Okay, so that's the site picture that I wanted for the front, because you can't do any Google Streets in this project.
Oh, well, I wouldn't be surprised. These aren't, necessarily very main streets.
If you turn around the way you're going, keep turning around. What's over there? Is that just?
So this is just across Walnut Street. So there's more kind of a vacant lot directly behind us. There is another residential house, and then another one through the hills and kind of on the other side of that bank. So it's mostly a hill, a wooded hill.
And then if you look down the street each way.
Mm-hmm. So there is one residential house on the same side of the street as our property. And then 2 residential toward the south. And then to the north, it's all residential.
All right, well, that's really helpful. Also, it's helpful seeing that there are overhead power lines there, because that doesn't show.
Yes.
All right. And then is your car parked around on 4th Street?
No, there's a city parking lot. So if you can see at the very edge of the grass, there's a small trail of concrete. That is our rail trail. So there's actually a little bit of a park, and then there's city parking. And so that's where I ended up parking.
Okay, if you could walk straight through, then I can see what that's like. Now, I guess part of that trail gets removed as a part of the construction?
No, no, the trail will stay. So, and then also these woods. So we'll be taking out some of the trees in this little wooded section.
There's a little building in the corner of the site. Is that a garage or is that something else?
Which corner? Though, am I looking right at it?
Yeah, keep going that way towards the city lot.
So that building is the pavilion and that's owned by the village. So that is staying. So they actually, when we bought this land from the city, they carved out the chunk so that they could retain the pavilion. And we're taking basically land kind of around it to some degree.
Yeah, it just says building. So it's actually an open structure then, huh?
Yeah, it's got, you know, it's got a like a maintenance kind of a storage room. This is what the building is here. I don't know if you can see it on the screen yet.
Can you get through the trees?
Yep, I'm getting there. Yep. So this is the pavilion here.
Okay, well, that's attractive, at least. It's not a warehouse or a garage, so that's good.
No. And so this trail is actually the old railroad. And this is the first rail trail in the state of Michigan. So it was actually my great uncle had purchased 22 miles of it from the railroad and turned it into a bicycle trail. So you
He
can
was
see
a
that.
developer even then.
Well, he wasn't, he was really just a prominent member of the community, but he saw that it could be wasted. And so there's the old train depot that's been turned into law offices and other such things. And so it's one of the best recreational trails in the state. Now it's been extended through other communities as well. So I think you can take it for like 65 miles. And so here's the city parking and the backside of the downtown district.
That's great. That's really helpful.
Yeah.
Okay, if you can turn around slowly then towards 4th Street.
Okay, so that's over here.
And what's that little structure? Is that a outhouse or is that?
It's a porta-john, yeah.
That's temporary.
And it wasn't here last summer. So I don't know if it's just because of COVID and some businesses not having their facilities open or what.
So is there going to be a fence between the bike trail and the new construction?
I'm trying to remember. I don't know that there's going to be a fence. There's definitely going to be a lot of landscape screening.
Okay, good. That's what
Yeah.
I'm concerned about.
Yeah, it'll be pretty heavy.
Okay, and there's the house on the left, the
Yes.
existing.
Yep. And so we'll be screening really heavily with this property too.
Yeah,
So
it looks like it needs it.
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
it does. So, and thankfully there's already some solid, you know, mature trees that will help with that, but we'll put additional screening in place.
Okay, well, Kitty, I'm done. I've seen what I needed to see, and I appreciate you making the time in the middle of your day to go and do that for me.
No problem. It's kind of a nice excuse to get out of the office.
Okay, let me turn this recording thing off.